Dancer and DJ Stephen Boss has died. He changed into 40 years old. Twitch, as he's acknowledged via way of means of his tens of thousands and thousands of Instagram followers, were given his rune in Hollywood whilst he competed at the displays So You Think You Can Dance. He changed into a fan favourite and additionally seemed at the Ellen DeGeneres show, stated CBC News on 13 December 2022. News of his surprising dying projected an ecosystem of surprise and sorrow in his entourage in addition to his lovers. The motive for this surprise and melancholy changed into the air of mystery and awe of his active personality, which made it not possible for them to trust that a person like him can strive suicide. Why did he do this? Was it he himself or a person else who killed him? What had been the motives that led him to his demise? All those questions had been left open-ended after his dying. Before we solution those questions, make certain to love, subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you can live atop state-of-the-art celeb gossip and information. Twitch changed into located useless in a Los Angeles location resort from a self-inflicted gunshot wound on Tuesday. According to regulation authorities, Twitch's suicide letter made indistinct point out to his struggles with inside the past. The be aware would not make it clean what he changed into, wondering approximately. According to the research, Twitch took an Uber from his residence to the resort that changed into much less than a mile from his residence on Monday morning. And then he placed his Telecel smartphone into plane mode in order that no person ought to touch or display him. No one is aware of for positive what prompted this. After his dying, numerous questions bobbing up why he devoted suicide whilst he changed into taking part in a lifestyles of privilege. There are numerous speculations approximately his dying. Some of those consist of monetary troubles, homesick turbulences, expert lifestyles troubles, melancholy or mental problems. First and important trouble that pinches one to be centered at is the degradation of budget of a superstar. It has been a rumor that Twitch changed into dealing with a completely excessive stature monetary trouble in his lifestyles. It is stated that he would possibly have taken his lifestyles because of the growing burdens of monetary troubles. Users on social media who are inquisitive about exploring the subject try to find out what might also additionally have brought on Twitch to give up his very own lifestyles. According to the proof that we have, Stephen and Columbus Maximum in all likelihood first have become familiar with each other via the dancing society. After that, it seems that everyone in their destiny social interactions have been tied in a few way to their respective careers. Columbus, without providing any proof to aid his declare, stated that the motive Twitch took his very own lifestyles changed into due to the fact he changed into having monetary difficulties. As Columbus, in his Twitter video, Speak Me Approximately Twitch is Dying, stated what in case you spend money on something that took your complete lifestyle savings. Possibly, yeah, it receives rough. But nevertheless it isn't clean whether or not it changed into monetary difficulty or something else, as in line with rare assets near Twitch's own circle of relatives. This idea is unsubstantiated due to the fact the previous DJ at the Ellen DeGeneres show and each person in his own circle of relatives have been now no longer going via any form of monetary difficulties. Although his spouse has now no longer made any statements on this regard, it's miles of truth that his dying has prompted a commotion in Hollywood and has unleashed some of theories concerning what led him to take his very own lifestyles in a motel room. Domestic troubles also can be a reason of his suicide, as published via way of means of a few lovers online, despite the fact that this declare has been rejected via way of means of Twitch spouse and own circle of relatives. But nevertheless it's miles one aspect to be mentioned whilst Speak Me Approximately is dying. It changed into stated that Twitch's spouse stated to LAPD approximately disappearance of Twitch whilst he left domestic without his very own car. The questionable aspect on this regard is why his spouse changed into concerned approximately his leaving of his residence whilst there has been not anything of rivalry among them. Why spouse of a person guy will develop suspicious of his leaving domestic without car. Some human beings online argue that there could have been a positive trouble among the both. In spite of all speculations, Twitch's spouse Holker did now no longer open up approximately anything regarding this. She stated, "It is with the heaviest of hearts that I should share. My husband Stephen has left us." She endures. Stephen lit up each room he stepped into. He valued own circle of relatives, buddies and network primarily else and main with love and mild changed into the whole lot to him. He changed into the spine of our own circle of relatives, the satisfactory husband and father and a notion to his lovers. This assertion of her absolutely negates the belief of any home rivalry among the pair. Ellen DeGeneres, the host of Twitch Breakout TV Display, has lately come with inside the worlds of controversy because of her behavior together along with her co-workers. She has been placed into and researched via way of means of Warner Bros. Private Limited because of her misconduct together along with her co-workers. Ellen DeGeneres' public speak display is understood for her kindness, dancing, and pleasant interviews with well-known human beings. But Variety reviews that Warner Media is asking into the claims that the way of life at the Ellen DeGeneres show is poisonous. The display's manufacturing company, Telepictures, and distributor Warner Bros. Television dispatched a memo to staffers pronouncing they've employed Warner Media's worker members of a family institution and a third birthday celebration organization so that it will interview present-day and previous staffers approximately their reports on set. Variety stated a rep for Warner Bros. Television declined to remark for Variety Tale, and any other rep for the Ellen DeGeneres show failed to reply to a comparable request from the publication. This information has been testified via way of means of cutting-edge display as they published on Twitter. A supply near manufacturing of the Ellen DeGeneres show has showed to NBC News that Warner Media has released an inner research into the display amid reviews alleging a poisonous paintings environment. Light of those blames, netizens are of the opinion that behavior of Ellen DeGeneres also can be one of the reason of the excessive selection taken via way of means of Twitch. People are calling out Ellen DeGeneres to reply those accusations, to testify her innocence, even as she had already published approximately the sorrow she felt for the dying of Stephen Twitch boss. In this contemporary era, we usually get the information of melancholy, of excessive give-up superstars. They're certain to expose the sector that they are dwelling a lifestyles of happiness, whether or not it's miles authentic or now no longer. These fake portrayals in their internal circumstance place them in an existential disaster which creates a whirl of senselessness round them till they are empty of any form of non-public happiness and fall a prey to mental issues like melancholy. This might have been the circumstance of Stephen Boss Twitch which would possibly have led him to take his very own lifestyles. Whatever the motive or reasons have been of his dying, not anything is apparent why he took himself to a drastic give up. He changed into a star, a happy and active personality, and we are hoping that police will discover the authentic motives of why did this calamity take place. For in addition exciting movies like this, get yourself aboard via way of means of subscribing our YouTube channel and live atop celeb gossip and showbiz information.